Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your readings for May. And this will be for the sign of Leo. Leo, remember the readings are general. I'm using the After Tarot here and I'll pull you a card from the Oracle deck once we've concluded the reading. So After Tarot and then the Oracle card will be from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. Okay, let's see what's happening for Leo in the month of May. I want a little bit more shuffling, so I'll tell you. Okie dokie. Very nice. All about your ducks, right? This is the Ten of Cups. So we're talking happy families, happy life, everything in place, lots of love and abundance. It is coming to the end of a cycle, but you're finishing out this cycle on a very high note, which is really nice. So, you know, sometimes we have our house in order. We think how much more wonderful can life get when we get to this point. But you're on another adventure. You're about to start a new adventure here. Okay, so some of you may be starting out on a project or going into something new here. Sometimes this can be the start of a commitment to someone, a marriage. It can sometimes talk about a project, putting the energy and work into something that you want to see as successful. It can also be about finally getting around to, you know, doing those things that you've been thinking about for a long time but haven't got them done. So you could be deciding to write a book, write music, but definitely trying to get into something here that perhaps you've been thinking about for a while but you haven't done. Okay, so the Page of Wands is here. Now the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Oh, don't like that energy at all, actually. The Page of Swords talks about a message. The Page of Wands talks about a message. But the Page of Wands is also, you know, this is about passion. It's about approaching something with a sense of passion. The Page of Swords, however, can sometimes be about, you know, research, checking things out on the internet. I feel that here that you have some sort of fear that's stopping you going into something that you really want to work on here. There's a fear here. So it can be a fear of perhaps not really having what you require to do this. Even though you're passionate about it, it's like you're fearful of, and I don't really like, you know, to say that you're fearful, but there's some fear here of not being able to make something work, despite the fact you've done your homework, despite the fact that you're passionate about it. It's like you have this fear that you can't pull this one off and make your dreams come true. Wow. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles is a card of hanging on. Sometimes, and I always think you're hanging on for grim death here, right? Sometimes we believe things about ourselves that aren't always true. In fact, we do it quite a lot. So somebody may have said to you, you know, somewhere in your life that you would never be successful at something, or maybe you couldn't, you know, do something. Maybe somebody said it as a joke, as a passing aside. They probably didn't mean what they said or didn't realize the relevance or the weight of what that carried. And I feel like here, this is your own limiting beliefs that are holding you back here. These are things you're hanging on to because you think that people know better than you. So in your heart, you know that you can do this, but for some unknown reason, you are perhaps taking on ideas or thoughts that other people have put in your head rather than following your dream. Oh yeah, so defensive behavior here. The Seven of Wands is a card of standing your ground, being stubborn, fighting something. And I feel like here, I'll just take another card, Ten of Pentacles. See, I think you've got money in this. I think you have a destiny here. I'll tell you what's happening here. You have had some thought, dream, idea that you have wanted to do for a really long time. But you have fought yourself against this. You have absolutely stopped yourself from moving forward. Because of this idea, you can't have success, or you're not meant for something, or, you know, whatever it is in this limiting belief, you have stopped yourself from moving ahead. And yet, there is great abundance to be had from this. So for some of you, if it's writing, there's a book deal. For others of you who write music, there's some sort of contract coming in here, which promises you whatever you're thinking about doing here will gain you the success you want, but you have to keep fighting against it. So it's like this sort of energy is like, you know, maybe I should be doing this, and then the energy comes in and goes, you know, oh yeah, but what about this? So it's like you've never taken off. And I feel like now you have an opportunity to go into the right direction, but you're somehow fighting the energy so that you can't fail. So you'd rather not do it, you'd rather fail. So you're in a prison here of your own making. And this guy here is standing there and he's cutting your ropes away. And what he's saying to you is you can't listen to other people. This is not your prison. It's time to move on. And he's cutting it away. So I feel this is like your higher self here saying to you, you have this opportunity, go for it. Wow. Okay, so the Five of Wands is the card of internal conflict. It can be with conflict with other people too, but this one definitely feels, with the other cards here, definitely feels like internal conflict. But yet, here you are, you know, shining in all your glory here. Nothing could be more clearer than this in this reading. And you have the Victory card. There is a lot of wands here, a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of determination. You just need to channel it through your inner Empress. You need to understand you have what it takes here to birth something new and bring something beautiful through you. This is your destiny. This is what you were meant to do. But for some unknown reason, your ego is fighting you against it. And it's time for the ego to be released now. And that's what this person's doing. This higher self is trying to say to you, you need to release these energies that have kept you back. And you need to go here for what you want. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. So I'm thinking this is something you've had perhaps an idea from childhood. It could be about writing children's books or having something to do with children. But there's the strong feeling for me that you've always known your destiny and you've fought your destiny. It may have been that you needed a job. It may have been that you didn't want to go forward because you didn't have the money. The Ten of Wands here tells me, though, this is the end of the cycle. And look at you taking charge here. So whatever this is, you will take charge of this and you will do what you need to do. You've just got to stop fighting and allow your truth to come through, because something here, some sort of idea that you've had from childhood or in regards to child is coming through here. So it's going to bring you a great deal of happiness here. Something that you're in, this is some sort of project or some sort of work that you want to invest in. But at the moment, these energies are holding you back. And I want to say the Devil card is here too. So there's doubts and fears here holding you back from what you want to do. Doubts and fears. But the universe is saying what you put in, you'll get back. And I feel like it's the abundance here. So you are taking on this beautiful Queen of Wands energy, which of course is your sign. But what you're doing is you're stepping into yourself. You know what you want to do and you're deciding here to move forward with that. I think your intuition and your higher self is going to win out here. And you're going to sort of grab it with both hands and run. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, so the card we have out here is the Desert Prince. Now, it's really funny here because that's about survival and false promises. So I want to see how it relates. Okay, when you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough and succulent, even though it gets a little or no water. In spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. Be tough, have courage and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. Now I know why we got that card. Beautiful, just beautiful to finish off a reading with that one. Thanks, Leo.